Introduction. The South Caucasus region has emerged as a critical geopolitical battleground for NATO and Russia. A complex web of ethnic, cultural, and religious factors shapes a volatile region that has been marked by political instability, ethnic conflict, and economic underdevelopment. The competition for influence between NATO and Russia in the South Caucasus region is a consequence of the geopolitical shifts that followed the end of the Cold War. This essay will examine the region's strategic significance for NATO and Russia, analyze their geopolitical ambitions, and assess their current policies and strategies in the South Caucasus. The strategic significance of the South Caucasus. The South Caucasus is a critical crossroads between Europe and Asia. The region connects Russia to the Middle East and Europe to Central Asia and the Caspian Sea. The region's strategic significance stems from its oil and gas resources, its location as a major transit route for energy projects, and its proximity to key regional powers such as Turkey, Iran, and Azerbaijan. The South Caucasus is also home to three unique states: Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Georgia. Each state has a complex history and regional context that shapes its political orientation and relations with NATO and Russia. NATO's ambitions in the South Caucasus. Since the end of the Cold War, NATO has sought to expand its influence and reach into the South Caucasus region. NATO's engagement is driven by several factors, including its strategic interest in energy security, its desire to promote regional stability and democracy, and its ambition to encircle Russia and project its power into the region. NATO's 2008 Bucharest Declaration declared that Georgia and Ukraine will become members of NATO and affirmed the alliance's commitment to the territorial integrity and sovereignty of the three South Caucasus states. However, NATO's ability to project its power and influence in the South Caucasus has been limited by its lack of a coherent strategy, internal divisions over enlargement, and geopolitical constraints. Russia's ambitions in the South Caucasus. For Russia, the South Caucasus is a critical buffer zone between NATO and its borders. Russia's engagement in the region is driven by several factors, including its strategic interest in maintaining security and influence in its near abroad, its desire to project power in the region, and its ambition to counter NATO's expansion. Russia has used a range of instruments to advance its strategic interests in the South Caucasus, including military force, economic pressure, and support for separatist movements. Russia has also pursued partnerships with the South Caucasus states, such as the Collective Security Treaty Organization, CSTO, and the Eurasian Economic Union, EAEU, which provide a platform for cooperation and integration. Current policies and strategies. NATO's current policies and strategies in the South Caucasus reflect its ambitions to expand its presence and influence in the region. The alliance has deployed troops to Georgia, conducted military exercises, and provided financial and technical assistance to support political and economic reforms. However, NATO's ability to project its power and influence is limited by the challenges of political instability, ethnic conflicts, and economic underdevelopment in the region. Russia's current policies and strategies in the South Caucasus reflect its efforts to maintain its security and influence in the face of NATO's expansion. Russia has deployed peacekeeping forces in Abkhazia and South Ossetia and has provided military and economic support to Armenia. Russia has also sought to use its energy resources as a tool of influence, with the construction of the Nord Stream 2 pipeline and the proposed South Stream pipeline. Conclusion. The South Caucasus is a region of significant geopolitical importance due to its strategic location, energy resources, and geopolitical significance. The competition for influence between NATO and Russia in the region reflects their broader geopolitical ambitions, which are driven by a complex mix of political, economic, and strategic factors. NATO and Russia's current policies and strategies in the South Caucasus reflect their ambitions to expand their influence, maintain their security, and project their power in the region. However, the regional challenges of political instability, ethnic conflicts, and economic underdevelopment will test their ability to achieve their strategic objectives. Ultimately, the future of the South Caucasus will depend on the ability of NATO and Russia to find common ground and work towards a stable and peaceful future for the region.